Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Camping Scout, your home for all Back for Blood tips, tricks, and videos. Now today I am going over
Who wouldn't be in for a day of
I
near-death
like to
experiences
consider
and endless
a
terror?
mortal melee build. We are on Act 1 towards the end of the act. It's the last checkpoint you get on Veteran. Now I want to show you gameplay of this working, and I'll go over the cards afterwards. But you'll see we have quite a few cards here. The whole idea behind this build is you're going to get 65% resistance. With that 65 resistance, now do keep in mind you can no longer aim down sight or sprint, but you are still an absolute
Don't want to be caught short out there
of a player. Now a good secondary to pick up, well, main, is a shotgun. I'm going to pick that up because that gives you a fallback. Considering you can't aim down sight, shotguns are one of the better options for being up the creek without a paddle.
Make them count, or there'll be no coming
Because
back
you're
for
going
more.
to see there are times that you have issues of not being able to take out the stingers who jump on the walls, climb up high, and it becomes frustrating trying to shoot them down.
Right between the eyes. Stack up.
Now I am going to let this gameplay talk for itself, so you'll see how it works firsthand, and then I will go over the cards at the end.
Heading out.
So I will talk to you again whenever we're at the cards.
And now it's raining.
Snake roll! Birds over there. Through here. All about the follow through.
Hey, we've got company.
Patching up. Thanks, Doc.
Bandages here.
Remember, this isn't about individual battles. Focus on the end goal. We need to take out that mine. If I'm right, that's a major ridden lair. It'll buy us some time.
Let's go, Dottie. I'm surrounded.
Careless is what it was.
Almost out.
Well, this looks like an idyllic spot to end my days. You know what I have to go through to clean this thing?
Reloading.
Excuse me! Come on! Shoot it in the head! That usually works, right?
I'm running.
I swear the change used to be days. Now it seems like minutes.
The parasite. These things need to adapt and mutate to survive. The same as a virus. That's why we never cured the...
What?
Let's go, Dottie.
Need that.
Had worse bites from a man.
Bandages! Need to reload! Over there! Make room!
Save that for me! Don't want to catch an infection.
Need to reload.
Jim's gone.
What the fuck, guys?
You're meant to be the professional soldier. Shoot the enemy!
Thank you.
Out of ammo! Today's something.
Think you could give me a hand here? Anyone? Well, that's my workout for the day.
Thanks, Doc.
I wouldn't do that.
Meds here. Ding ding, we got a winner.
Now I know why no one's ever happy to see me.
Gross!
Find your step. I'll take that.
What is that?
Check your fire.
Get behind me if you don't want to get shot.
Move it.
Thank you for playing. Jim! Remember who you're hunting here. Dogs down.
Hey! I'm over here! Get me up!
Here.
Thanks.
Let's go, Dottie.
Perfect.
In your face!
Cover me. Reloading.
supply crate.
This way!
Lost Doc. Just us now. Just what I want. Keep it up! Clear!
Thanks, Walker.
You see that?
Just a scratch.
Nothing to worry about.
All clear.
I'm nearly out. And why did I pick this up? Save that for me. Oh well. Now on ahead.
You look like you need this. What's that? Ammo here. Hear that? Hey, worm faces! Knock her up! Did that hurt?
Need that.
Ugh! Looks like I got a tooth stuck in there.
Who the fuck shot me? Oh, fuck no. We can take care of this. Go here. Get me out of here. Target the head. Seems the general's intel was on point. Shut this place down. Let's check this place out. Come on, Tim.
Make room!
Lights on.
I'm surrounded! Thank you for playing! Need more ammo! Incoming!
Reload.
Out of ammo!
I'll take that.
That's all!
We need to stick together. Thanks, Walker.
So, as you can see, there is the flaw of if you get grabbed, you can't break out, you will die. But that was a mistake I made of putting away the melee weapon to pull out the shotgun, trying to take it out ahead of time. I was not paying attention to my teammate who was close to death. But you can see right there the fact I went from just picked up to almost full health from the amount of temporary health you generate smashing through the hordes. I absolutely adore playing this. It is super fun. Early game, this build is not all that. The two main things that you need is the meth head for one. You need that so that you can swing through the mutations. Otherwise you're going to hit them and it's going to be a delay on your attacks. Now I'm going to do a solid by my team, and before I just back out, I'm going to at least buy some stuff for them. Or I'm not, because I have no money.
Last I heard from Belisaro, they'd set up the gun. Now it's up to you to finish the job. And make sure you bring my vehicle back. We can't afford to waste any more resources.
So now I'm going to go and show you the cards to this, and that was a blast to run through. You saw plenty of times where it just looked like it was going to be tip-top health. But that also does show you the flaw in the build, which is you need backup for those stuns of yours. Now, the counter to that is you run stun guns, or even Jello, who can break out on his own. So the cards for that build are Meth Head, Battle Lust, Face Your Fears, Spiky Bits, Numb, Mean Drunk, Motorcycle Helmet, Padded Suit, Motorcycle Jacket, Breakout, Hunker Down, Adrenaline Fueled, and Batter Up. The other two are kind of wild cards you can throw in for whatever you want, because it's not often you get them. Now I'll go over what all of the cards are good for. Now, the Meth Head, like I mentioned, is the one that allows you to swing through the bigger enemies. It also increases your attack speed, as well as your stamina efficiency. Now it disables aim down sights, but you already get that with another card, so it's not that big of a deal whenever you're aiming for the Juggernaut in their face. Battle Lust. It heals you for 2 regular health. That's a phenomenal card for melee builds. Then Face Your Fears works either with the shotgun or the melee. As long as they're within the 2 meters of you, you'll get 3 temporary health. And that's how this combo works, is every kill you get with the melee weapon is 5 health. 2 regular, 3 temporary. And the temporary health will fill your trauma damage, so that you can get to max health with it. Now we start getting to defense. Spiky Bits has 10% damage resistance while you're using a melee weapon. Now you lose that 10% when you switch to a gun, but you have it while you're trying to Juggernaut, and the 25% melee damage is pretty good too. The ammo capacity is not a big deal for a build that is not meant to use ammo. Next up we have Numb, which is only, it's 15% damage resistance while you only have temporary health. But with Face Your Fears, when you're actually in the action, you're going to have temporary health. And the next card helps you keep killing, which is Mean Drunk. It gives you that takes your melee damage up to double, plus 100% melee damage with Spiky Bits. And now you cleave through your enemies, dealing damage in an area. Now, unfortunately, this disables sprint, as you saw in some areas, You gotta just walk across, but that's why if you know something's going to grab you, you can't be saved, you break out, you get around a corner, and you aim for the weak spots, which will stumble them. You can permanently stumble them with those two, with Meth Head and Mean Drunk. Now, Motorcycle Helmet is a 15% damage resistance with plus 10 health, as well as aim down sights being removed. You've already lost that, it's not a big deal anymore. Then you have Padded Suit, which is 10% damage resistance, and a little bit more health too, which is always nice, but minus 20% stamina efficiency. Now that's where Meth Head is going to come in, because it's giving you that plus 40% melee stamina efficiency, so this isn't a big deal. You're not running anymore. There's no sprinting for you. You've already disabled that. Next is the Motorcycle Jacket, which is the basic damage resistance of 5% and 5 health. Now next, I run Breakout, because you want to be able to free yourself. Now the earliest I would say this build starts to become decent is about card 6. Any earlier than that, and it's really... I have Meth Head up there so you can try to do it, but it's going to be iffy and you're going to take a lot of damage trying to melee in the early levels. After Breakout, you'll have Hunker Down, which allows while you're crouched to get an additional 10% damage resistance. The accuracy, not a big deal, but is what it is. And then the final card that you'll tend to get is Adrenaline Fueled. Adrenaline Fueled is twofold. It stacks with Holly's on kill getting 10 stamina, and it gives it to other cleaners as well if somebody's already taken Holly. And the other ones, the last three, are really up to you. I tend to go for more damage and attack speed, and then one extra temporary health, because why not? Now the cleaners that work really well with this are Holly. She is the queen of this build, because you get that 10% damage resistance and that 10 stamina when killing a Ridden. Next you have Evangelo, who his breakout ability and that movement speed buff, not to mention his stamina regen, that'll cut down on adrenaline. It'll cut it down from 75 to 50% negative. So not bad at all. But he's another good one to run it with. And finally, the other one that works well with it is Carly. Now Carly works well because of her sight, the fact that she can see the mutations and the sleepers through walls. So you can literally corner camp as a mutation is coming that you wouldn't normally see. Seeing as this build's major weakness is being grabbed and thrown off guard like that to where you can't break out in time, that helps a lot. Now for the actual hard numbers of this build. I'm gonna count it up so you can see it as it goes. You'll start with 10%, then you'll go to 25%, then you'll go to 40%, then you'll go to 50%, then you'll go to 55%, and then finally 65%, provided you're crouching. And that further goes to 75% damage reduction with Holly. Your melee damage, without going below the 12th card, you're already sitting at 100% melee damage from the spiky bits and Mean Drunk, which you saw with a green baseball bat was easily clearing through all of that. Now if you can get a machete that naturally cleaves through, now the baseball bat does help with the staggering, but when dealing with hordes you do want more of a machete for the slicing through. But truth be told, any melee weapon of a better quality than the current quality you have is better. So that's your stats for this build, is you're looking at plus 100% melee damage, 65% damage resistance while holding a melee weapon and being crouched, and you cleave through enemies, but you can no longer aim down sight or sprint. Let me know what you think about this build. I had a blast making it, I had a blast researching it. I will have more builds coming out. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.